Hello, everybody. Today I'm just going to do a little bit of good, bad movies and series this year from 1 to 10. Most of these are handpicked from my own opinion. And as you can hear in my voice, I'm sick. I got that them corona. Oh, I mean, when I think back, like seriously, I'm just I'm 28 years right now, 20 year and a half. When I think back, like 15 years ago, or maybe just 10 years ago, we didn't have to think about viruses that sort of much. We might maybe had like one influenza per year, but now we have like three we have to look after. Are we gonna have more influenza types in the future? Probably. I'm probably not going to survive when I become like a elderly person. So excuse me for my, how should I say, that I might misspoke or missaid anything. As you can hear right now, I can't pronounce English words right now because I'm so sick. Like, I want this to be fucking over. Fuck Corona, fuck viruses, especially. I'm so fucking sick of them. Anyway, my ratings has always been around 1 to 10. It's always been like that. Oh, god damn it, this fucking Corona. I hate it. Fuck that we have to live with this right now. Fuck. I hate it. I want summer. I want it to be pure, long summers right now. Fuck the climate change right now. I want long summers so we don't have to deal with this sort of viruses anymore. Now, surprisingly, because I think that 2022 has been a fucking garbage year, not just in entertainment, but abroad from like everything, absolutely everything from movies, the series, the games, politics, excuse me, economics. Like, oh my fucking god, this fucking year. Like, how the fuck can the world be so fucking shit? So let's begin with like bad movies this year. So the first movie that I can tell which was a bad movie, it was Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. To me, it deserves a 3, a below average movie. I didn't like it, and I didn't hate it like pure hate, but I didn't love it, and I didn't like it. It was a bad Wizard World movie. And it broke like retcon a lot of wizard rules from the Harry Potter world and that sort of thing. So the acting was the only thing that kept me going, but the story was absolutely garbage. The world that it was built around just retcon and just broke its own its own rules based on the visual world. The next movie is going to be something that I know a lot of people absolutely was disappointed and just almost puked when they saw this movie. Not because it was disgusting, but because how fucking bad it was. And that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It deserves a 2. It is really bad. The acting is terrible. The story is fucking boring, and the gore was just not there like compared to other movies. Yeah, it was a shit movie like from Netflix this year. One of the biggest shitty movie from Netflix that I've seen this year. I never want to see something like this again. Not because it was, gore, tried to be gory or that sort of thing. No, it was because the story and the characters especially. The next movie is something I saw very recently, like a couple of days ago, and it's Avatar 2. When I first saw the first Avatar, it was impressive back in 2009. All these effects and all that, it was very impressive. I can admit to that, and the acting was pretty good, but the story to me that's where it falls flat to me. Where it falls flat for me is the story because it's a rip-off from the oh, Dances with Wolves, which was just a, oh, this is such a good movie. I loved it. But Avatar 1 to me feels very anti-human, and it's a very propaganda-like movie against humanity. I can't rub it off. Like, that's why I don't like Avatar 1 or Avatar in general, because it has such a strong anti-human message in it. So like, no, thank you. I don't want to see a movie where I nowadays, instead of people calling you a racist, fascist, communist, alt-righter, or left-winger, like, now I have to deal with like, oh, now you're a human. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, stop. I don't care anymore. So yeah, it deserves a 3. It's a below average movie. Sometimes the CGI look really good, but sometimes it looks really fucking bad. Like holy shit, this is like 2013 kind of CGI. Like, yeah, it was sometimes it was really bad, and the story was just fucking garbage. Like, what the? And the characters, no, this was a bad movie. Like, James Cameron, you have lost it. That's all I have to say. Then we have the last movie in the bad movie list this year, and you probably have guessed it already. It's Jurassic World Dominion. It deserves a 1 out of 10. It is pure garbage. It is one of the worst, dumbest, shittiest movie I've ever seen. Like, it probably picks up one of the biggest top 5 shit bad movies that I've seen in my life. I refused to acknowledge this movie, and I refused to watch it again, and I don't even remember a lot of the things that happened in that movie because it was such a dumb fucking movie. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I can go on for hours how much I hate this movie. I'm just gonna move on and say it is a bad movie, shittiest movie this year. Shouldn't have been made. If it was supposed to be made, then they should have better fucking writers. And that was surprisingly all of the shittiest, really bad movies that I've seen this year. I was surprised. I thought like it was going to be more bad movies that I've seen. It's probably have, but I don't maybe remember a lot of them. But just that these 4 movies, Fantastic Beasts, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Avatar 2, Jurassic World Dominion, these 4 movies are one of the 4 most dumbest, shittiest movie I've seen in 2022. So what are the good movies then of 2022? Well, the first one is The Sea Beast, which is like an animated movie. Was it Netflix? I don't remember. But actually, I liked it. I think it was a really good movie. Like, I was entertained when I saw it. Like, the story is actually something that drags you along. The world building is actually pretty cool, and the characters are likable. Like, it all mixed into a perfect kind of movie. Like, I really liked it. That's all I have to say. Like, I really liked it. I do recommend it. I don't remember where I saw it. What I think it must have been Netflix. I think it was. And the next movie, which just, oh my god, this movie was such an experience to see in the theaters. And that is obviously going to be Top Gun Maverick. It is an 8 out of 10. Holy shit. The story may not be the most compelling part, but the acting is superb in that movie. It's really good acting in that movie from both the old and the new cast. And the special effects from that movie, and maybe even from real playing it. Oh my god, this is, and the sound, especially when you sit in the theaters and just, oh my fucking, is this going to, it is have like a small fucking taste to sit in a fucking jet fighters. Like, I always hated fly. I'm what do you call it? Flight afraid. I can fly helicopters and that sort of thing with no problem. But planes, I always hated flying in planes. I don't know why. Helicopters, I'm fine with, but planes. But this was such a fucking cool experience. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick just toppled a lot of things in the entertainment. Like, oh my god, Tom Cruise in this movie, like he still fucking got it somehow. Like, holy crap, how old is he right now? Fantastic movie, one of the best movies I've seen this year. The next one, which was also pretty amazing, especially from the actors here, and that is Elvis. It is an 8 out of 10. I had some of these ratings has changed from my actual review because I either rewatched them and analyzed them a little bit more. But yeah, Elvis. Oh my god, Austin Butler who plays Elvis. Oh, oof. That man, he deserves Oscar after Oscar for that movie. Holy shit. Absolutely insanely good. I mean, people were dancing. They were they were they sat up from their seats and started dancing. Like almost half of the freaking theater that I saw the movie in, half of them just started dancing in their seat or started standing up and dance when Butler was singing and mixing with Elvis. I mean, holy! Even I couldn't resist to like dance a little bit. The next movie is All Quiet on the Western Front. It's an 8 out of 10. This movie is, in my opinion, it's a must see. I know if you don't have Netflix, it's gonna be a problem. Maybe it's shown on other platforms. I don't know. But All Quiet on the Western Front is one of those movies that you have to see, or in my opinion, it should be almost mandatory to see this movie, especially in the army. Like, you want to go out to war, you need to be prepared for shit that can happen, and this movie can pretty much show you what you're gonna expect. Like, people think about modern war being all like a Call of Duty, almost like it's going to be rapid, and it's going to be fast, and it's going to be like Rambo thing. No, look at Ukraine. Like, they are right. Like, for almost a year now, they have been building trenches and that sort of thing, just like World War One. There's like videos out there from these trenches and the front lines. It looks like fucking World War One. It's insane. Like modern warfare, fuck that. That we are nowhere near something like called futuristic modern warfare. Like, yeah, missiles and drones are a big part when it comes to more futuristic warfare, but we're still stuck in this trench doctrine sort of way. But anyway, All Quiet on the Western Front, watch it. It's a fantastic war movie, especially an anti-war movie. I highly recommend it. It doesn't follow the book to the point and something like that. It's more like it's like taking small snippets of the book and implement it in a movie. But still, it works. I mean, just watch it. You have to. This is a mandatory. Like, you have to see this movie. Then we move over to series, like TV series or stream series or that sort of thing. And this one, I was surprised about it because there were more good series than bad series. The reason why I think this year was such a shit year for television and streaming, for series especially, it is because of the brand it has behind it. Like, for example, Rings of Power, one of those shittiest fucking series that I've seen in my life. And the reason why it's so taking up so much of my hatred this year is because it has the Lord of the Rings title and the world of Tolkien behind it. Like, this world of absolute pure gold and silver. Oh my god, how can you fuck up? It's like, why? So let's begin. So the first one is something I watched very recently. It's not a big something. It's not like a something like that haven't really have a big impact on me. It's Willow, and it's a 2 out of 10. It was really bad. Like, holy crap! Like, the movie at least, I would say it's more like a 5 out of 10. Like, the acting is pure dumb shit, especially from that. What is her name? Erin something, right? The actress. She's so fucking bad. At least the other woman, Ruby something. Sure, let's throw it out there. She's cute, absolutely, but her acting is at least like okay. Like it's not the shittiest one, but her character is shit. Her character has some sort of potentiality of having some sort of redemption or some sort of character travel. What do you call that? Character arc or something like that. And then you have Warwick Davis, which probably I don't know. I don't know. His acting in this series is a little bit, not really that great, which is surprising because Will is one of his kind of like kickstart of his career. I mean, this is an actor that is well one of the five most biggest what you call it, I don't remember what you call it, but one of the biggest actors in the modern world right now. So I am surprised that Disney, who also wanted the rights of the Lord of the Rings, but they couldn't. Amazon got it first, so they decided to do their own high fantasy series. So they actually chose Will for it. I mean, they have potential, but still, they fucked up. Even when the Rings of Power fucked up, I thought like maybe they have a chance right now to make a high fantasy series right now, and they fucked up even there. Oh my god, Disney, why are you fucking all? This, why is fantasy such a I don't know why is high fantasy like I love high fantasy. I think it's fucking cool and all that, but why, why ever since season 8 of Game of Thrones has high fantasy been such a fucking garbage every time it comes up in games, in movies, in television. Like, why? What happened? Why? And it's not just me. It's a lot of people who thinks like this. Like, why? What the fuck happened to high fantasy? And we all know why. Greed and appeal to modern audience. Like, there's no modern audience want high fantasy like Lord of the Rings. We don't fucking want something like Willow. There are gay couple. Like I don't have a fly. I don't give a flying fuck about who you lay with or you. I don't give a damn about your sexuality or that sort of thing. Like I don't give a fuck. But it's so hand-fisted in Willow, like oh, gay couple, and then you have like the prince, who's like a fanboy. Like in medieval times, like they will be fucking slaughtered. They wouldn't survive for fucking day. I can promise you that. Then the next series is another Disney television series, or yeah, well, streamlining series, and it is Obi-Wan Kenobi. One of my favorite fucking characters from the prequels in all of Star Wars, in my opinion, just get fucking butchered, and the opportunity Disney have, they just throw it out of the window. Like these fuckers should not even own Star Wars by this point. So it's a 2 out of 10. It's really bad. The only thing that kept it going was Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Anything else, just no. Then we have obviously the Rings of Power. It is 1 out of 10, pure garbage. This has ranked one of at least second place of for me the worst series I've seen in my life. Garbage. Like I don't understand how people can even look at it with some sort of positivity. Like I don't understand. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, yeah, it's shit. It's 1 out of 10. It's pure garbage. Then, obviously, another Disney owned series, She-Hulk, 1 out of 10. I only watched like 2 episodes. The rest I just listened to what my friends said about it, and I just can't. It's no, I refuse to watch it anymore. Like, no, It's shit. And the next is Resident Evil, which is a 2 out of 10. Yeah, as I said, and that's it. That's all of the shittiest series that I've seen so far this year. Because they have such a big title and expectation behind it, and the possibility behind it, and the squad with it. It's just so hard to the ground, even the going down into the fucking core of Earth. Like, but then we have good series. The first one that came out this year that I actually really liked was Pam and Tommy. Though it's not accurate to the point what happened and that sort of thing, but still it's a really good TV series. Like, it's a 6 out of 10 for me, and the acting is what is it's selling it. Like, Lily, I think she was called, who played Pamela Anderson. Oh my, and Sebastian Bach, who played Tommy Lee. These two characters, I mean, they could have made only these two characters throughout the entire series, and it would just be perfect. So yeah, Pam and Tommy, loved it. Really great TV series. You gotta see it. The next TV series is something that surprised me, which was House of the Dragon. It's a 6 out of 10. I really liked it, but there's not something that made me think like, is it going to be better than Game of Thrones? Not really, no, except for season 8. But other than that, I liked it. It was something that I could watch at least and just be like entertained, and I really liked the fantasy behind it. Like, finally something that high fantasy. Finally give me it. Not like Willow is like like puking and that sort of thing. So yeah, House of Dragon is just, you have to see it. Like, I liked it. The next one is something that surprised me also, which was Andor. 4 out of 10. It's not high, but it's something like, I don't really. It mostly is because Disney has fucked up Star Wars beyond belief that I just couldn't keep going. Like, no, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not interested in Star Wars anymore, and especially the fucking Galactic Civil War era. I'm so fucking done with it. I'm so tired of it. Please move the fuck on. That's all I have to say about Andor. Then we have another series which I think was pretty successful, not only from the series but also kind of like marketing, and that was Dahmer. Like, it's a 7 out of 10. The acting in that one is really good. The story, even though it's not just like Pam and Tommy, doesn't follow the events correctly, but still it's a very good TV series, especially portraying a serial killer, how he kind of like his everyday life was even before he started murdering, that sort of thing. So I highly recommend it. It's really good. You should watch it. And the next series is also a Netflix project, and it is something that really blew up for nothing. It was Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's a 8 out of 10 for me. I loved it. Like, I want more of that. That's I'm eating it. I like, this is so good. It's not like Rings of Power where I'm eating and just puking, and I keep eating, you start puking more. Like, Cyberpunk, that's so good. After that shit launch and that sort of thing, and this is it's so cool. I really loved it, and I love the characters, and the story was just fucking pure. Like, I want more. And you can hear me, I like love that series. Oh my god, watch it. You have, it's mandatory. You gotta see it. It doesn't matter if you hate anime or something like that. It doesn't matter. You will see it. The next one is also a Netflix project, and I saw it recently. It was okay. I liked it, but it was still like, it couldn't match Cyberpunk, and that was Dragon Age Absolution, I think it was called. The first 2 episodes was really boring in my opinion. Like, it mostly revolves all around a heist, and I gotta say, I despise heist movies and series and that sort of thing, especially a story about a heist. I fucking hate it. They are so predictable, and I predicted almost every single plot twist in Dragon Age in the Dragon Age series. Like, oh my god, I fucking hate it. But after like 2 episodes, it finally moves to something cooler, something more like personally sort of way story. Then it becomes really fucking good, and it starts to open up more about the world, like they are living in the Dragon Age. Like, oh, finally, what was the something happened with the writers? It feels like that something happened. Kind of like they realized maybe people don't like high, so let's just do something else. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Dragon Age is a likable series in my opinion. The characters were okay, the story really boring in the first 2 episodes, but then it take off like really quickly. And I think it's gonna be a season 2, possibly. Do I want one? Yes, kind of like, but not as much as Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. Come on, please. And the next two are two anime series. The first one was My Dress Up Darling, which is a 6 out of 10. Like, it was okay. Like, I liked it, but it was just okay. Like I want a continuing story from that one. At least one more season, something like that. But otherwise, it was just okay. Then the next one is something that's been going on for quite some time right now, but we are on season 4 right now, and it is Overlord. And it was really fucking good. Oh, come on. Like, every fucking season of Overlord is they're so good. The characters in the world, like, oh my god. Like, that high fantasy sort of way. So yeah, that's been all of my good series and bad series and good movies and bad movies. If I have to choose the best TV series that I've seen this year, it's gotta be Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Like, there's no fucking question. It's one of the best fucking series that I've seen this year. The shittiest one I've seen this year, Rings of Power, without a doubt. I rather watch She-Hulk one more time than Rings of Power ever again. And the good movies, oh my god, I can't really choose. Like, Elvis or All Quiet on the Western Front, one of those two. I have to say Elvis. Elvis is the movie of the year. And the shittiest movie this year, obviously, it goes to Jurassic World Dominion. So yeah, that is my ratings for series and movies this year. I was planning to do a video game, but because there's not been that many video games this year, like we have like Elden Ring, which was okay, but it's not a game that I peculiar like what is it called now, yeah, like a Dark Soul game. It's not my kind of game, to be honest, but it was just okay. Some people may be praising it more, but to me it was just okay. Then we have Victoria 3, which was just absolutely a disappointment beyond belief. Like, oh my god, Paradox, why? And then we have God of War Ragnarok, or Ragnarök, if you want to be more precisely. Yeah, I have to give it game of the year. It's God of War. Like, I really liked it. Do I think it was the best? One of my best movies past like 5 years? No, not really. Movies or games, I should say. It is an 8 out of 10. God of War, and Elden Ring more like a 4 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10 for me. Victoria 3, 2 out of 10. Like, I don't wanna talk about it. And we were supposed to have Hogwarts Legacy this year, but unfortunately, it was pushed back to, what was it, February, right? I think it was. Yeah, but they just released some gameplay and footage of that game, and I just, oh my god, I want it. I just wanting, come on, I wanna play. It just, what, 7 more weeks or something? Why? The waiting is anticipating. And if they push back the game again, I'm gonna be fucking, especially if they push back past April, I'm gonna be fucking mad. I've saved my fucking vacations for this. I have 4 more weeks of vacations. Oh my god, do not push it. Like, okay, push it if you really, really, really have to. But if you don't, fuck it. And I'm so glad when they said, when they announced that the game was going to be delayed. I was like, no! And then I saw the date was like July. I was like, no! 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 So I was screaming my head off. But then I saw it was only for the older generation of platform games, the platform consoles, like PS4 and that sort of thing. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, the gods of gaming. I'm going to sacrifice my firstborn to you. So thankfully, the next generation console and PC wasn't dragged along with that delay. Thank you, gaming gods. Like, please, Hogwarts Legacy, do not disappoint me. I want this. I want a Harry Potter open world RPG game. Oh, please don't disappoint me. So anyway, that's my ratings this year. This is the last video that I'm going to do this year. Hope you all have a great Christmas and stay away from that shit called Corona. Please take your vaccination shot. Please, we need to get rid of this fucking shit. I'm so tired of it. And the fact that we have to live with it, and the fact that it's going to be more different version of it. So we're going to have more influenza, more viruses as the year pass on. Oh my god, I miss the days when it's just, even when I was a child, there weren't really that much viruses. Like, why does it have to be like this? Well, that's it. Move on, go and be with your family right now. Take care of yourself, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope you're gonna have a fantastic New Year. Like, oh, let's just move on from this absolute fucktard of a year like 2022. Why the fuck is this year such a downer? Like, I don't know why. Here's hoping that 2023 somehow can turn it around. Like, please, just turn it around. I'm so sick of pandemics and wars and inflation and tensions rising and bad games and bad movies and bad TV series. Like, come on.